Thank you so much, Masters, for joining today's session, and thank you so much, Hari sir. So today we are in day 3. Without any further delay, sir, I'll just hand it over to you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining for day 3 of our beautiful session. Last day of this workshop. Probably when we planned, I think one thing we probably overlooked is today is the final match of cricket, and that too India versus Aussies. So, what we'll do is, if Kalpana, you're okay, we'll do meditation for next 20 minutes, okay? And if at all, like for people who has joined last 2 days, like I don't want them to lose the context for the last. So what I'm thinking is, if there are at least 20 people, then we'll continue and finish this off. If there are less than, then we'll take Q&As, and then if it's okay with everyone, we'll do one last tomorrow, okay, for the benefit of everyone, just in case if it is less than 20, because there's so much context that has been given last 2 days, and last day is important, and this topic is important too. So just being mindful. I hope that's okay with you. But hopefully, you know what? Let's wait and see what universe says.
Sure,
Okay.
sir. Yeah.
Yeah. Let us all sit for meditation first. Close your eyes. Relax your body. Clasp your hands. I'm not going to give much of instructions today. Just be with your breath. Relax your body. Relax your mind. Just flow with the breath. That's all. Not going to give a lot of instructions. We'll do meditation for next 20 minutes. No rush. When you can, please keep the two palms of your hands on your eyes for 5 to 10 seconds. And you can slowly open your eyes. You can slowly open your eyes. Alrighty. I hope everyone have opened your eyes. Okay. As I've said before, if we have very less people because of the match, um, we'll give one more chance for the people to join tomorrow, and then talk about the actual concept and use this session as a Q&A session, a short Q&A session on what we have discussed yesterday and day before, if that's okay. Sorry, Kalpana. So I hope that's okay, right? Just in the best interest of people. What do you think?
Yes, sir. We also can kind of, cover some of the,
Yes,
subject
some
for
of it. Yes,
quietness. Yeah.
absolutely. We can start the intro
Yeah.
towards it, and then we can have one more session tomorrow as well. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So probably I'll just give an intro of what we are going to talk or when we go depth tomorrow. So before that, anyone has any questions from yesterday and day before? We talked about questioning and quest fire, right? Any questions to anyone? No? Yeah? Good.
So not question, hello
Yes.
Lisa.
Yes.
Not question. I was listening to the video today and I was just thinking, sometimes things are bothering you and then you think that this is bothering me because this is probably my soul plan or what I want to achieve. I want to come to this life to achieve these things. Until I achieve them, maybe it's just gonna keep bothering me. So this is because that is my purpose of life. Or it's just like you just need to work on yourself. How you differentiate on these two things. Like somebody's like, let's say, become angry very quickly. You get
Hmm.
very angry or very quickly, and then that's what you come to hear this life to control your emotions,
Hmm.
or is just your normal behavior you need to work in, but nothing to do with purpose of life.
First of all, the first very important thing is we need to understand if that is our purpose, our goal or not. We need to have the clarity. We need to have the surety about what we want to achieve. And then once we have clarity that uh, um, once we have the clarity that that is our goal, definitely that's the fire. That's something that I really want to achieve, right? Then we have to meditate on it more and more. We have to meditate on it more and more. When we meditate on it more and more, we keep going above this. I explained about this thought plane, right? So we keep going above this thought plane, which is where even all the help and tools that are required to execute that purpose will be there. Okay, so it will come out. We have for everything. End of the day, what I'm telling here in simple terms is we have to go beyond the logic after getting the clarity that it is our goal. Definitely, it is not just a desire; it is a fire. This is something that I really want to achieve. Okay, and as I said, how can we be so sure that it is something that we need to achieve? Okay, that is when you don't have any logical base to what you want to achieve other than your self satisfaction. Okay, means I want to get this job because I have to nurture my kids, because I want to buy something, because I want to do something. I want to buy a house because I want to retain this relationship, whatever it is. If you're doing something for something else, then you're still in thought plane. You're in a logic plane. Okay. But if there is something that you want to do, which gives you nothing but that bliss, that happiness, and just for you, nothing else, the whole reason of doing something, achieving a job is for your satisfaction, for yourself first. Could be because you are achieving that, few other outcomes may be there, but even if they are not there, that's fine. You will still want to get into it. You still want to achieve that. If you have such kind of beautiful base, illogical base, then that is your purpose. Okay. And from then you have to keep meditating. Once you know that it is you, then you know how to achieve that. I want to be strong. I'm ready. You are affirming, I am ready for it. I'm ready to work for it. Then some friend may call you and then say, you have a job that you can help with, or you may get some other link, some other ad, advertisement, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. So you will get those links from somewhere. Okay. So don't try to achieve anything logically. We get tired. It may happen, but it takes a lot of effort, because we are basing our achievement on reasoning. Reasoning comes out of our mind and our thinking process. And our thinking process or reason mind is limited. This is based on what we already know. Okay. Let's say I will be able to get so-and-so job only in this field because of my background study or whatever experience that I have. But you never know that you would be able to achieve job in different field as well, illogically, if you really want to. Okay. So now I think, see, my journey is coming up with these questions. I'll tell one small experience of mine. Yesterday I revealed who my guru is, right? So Paramahansa Yogananda. So he guides me on many things, many aspects of my life. So one day he said, you are going to study in, I used to live in a place called Vijayawada. Okay. I did my bachelor's in South India, Andhra. And then he said, you're going to do your master's in Hyderabad. He just said that. Okay. Or some insight came, forget about he. I'm scared to tell these things, like, I don't want to be a cult guru here. Tomorrow someone says, I have this problem. Can you please ask your guru? He won't say like that. Or it's not a person actually. Okay. It's an energy that we access. So he said, you're going to go there. So I gave my entrance. I got a pretty good rank. And then logically, we have all these reservations and everything in India system, where I am a person who doesn't have any kind of reservations. Okay. In my district, in my state, I can get into a very good college. Hyderabad is a non-local area for me. Okay. It's a different district, different area where I have very limited seats. But he said, you're going there. So now I didn't apply for any colleges in my area. My father was skeptic. He's like, what are you doing? You can get into a good university here itself. You get into a good campus. There, you don't have reservation. You're a non-local. You will have limited seats. You may not get it. I said, no, I'm going there. He's like, okay, let's see. My father is a great man. He's like, he is one person. I don't think even today, after all this meditation, I can flow like him in life. Okay. He just flows. So he's like, what? Okay, he's asking, let's flow what it is. And then I came to Hyderabad, this counseling session, or what they call the seat allocation day. Okay. And by afternoon 3 o'clock, before they call my name, by afternoon 3 o'clock, I wanted to do Masters in Computer Science. And then by afternoon, all the seats were over, finished, done. They announced, if you want Masters in Computers, not even one seat in the state. But it's a counseling for it's a seat allocation for few master degrees. Okay, Masters of Computers, Business Administration, something else. They have other seats, but not Master of Computers. But I really wanted to do that. Then my father said, I told you already, now you missed all your colleges. You don't have even one seat. Let's go. Let's go back home. Let's see what we need to do. I said, no, let's wait. I'm going to get the seat. Are you mad or what? One of my cousin also came with me. He was also sitting and waiting. He knows that, I do all these crazy things of letting things happen by universe. Then we waited till 8 p.m. At 8 p.m., they called me inside. And my father said, I'm not coming anyway. There are no seats. You go. Waste your time and come. I said, let's go. Check out and come. What's wrong? At 8 p.m., they called. Okay, what do you want, MBA or something else? I said, no, MCA. No, there are no seats. Didn't you hear? By 3 p.m., all the seats finished. No, can you please check the system? They used to have a computer where they can check the allotments. I said, are you mad? It's not there. I said, no, can you please check once? So what's wrong? Open the system and check. And he opened the system and checked. And then he was scrolling college by college, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And suddenly in one of the college, one seat popped up. It's like this one. Okay. There's one. He said, he's looking at me, just surprised. I said, can you please first lock it? We'll talk about it later. Can you please lock it? Like, how? I said, first lock it. And he locked. Then he was looking at me as if, some black magic or something happened or I did some kind of a magic. He was surprised. The guy sitting there. I said, you know what? No magics happen in life. Even I don't know how it happened. Can you actually please check what happened? Because he's sitting there in the system. He has to check with his supervisors. Like by afternoon, 3 o'clock, everything finished. And I got my one seat at 8 p.m. How did it happen? I asked him. Then he actually went and checked because even he wanted to know. Like what happened? He went to the desk and then came back. And I said, he was looking at me, how lucky you are. I said, what happened? Someone actually cancelled the seat that they booked in the morning, right when you're sitting here at the seat. When universe gives us something, we say luck. When we don't get something, we say bad luck. It is not both of them. It is our purpose that is manifesting. And we have to embrace it with courage. Even if I don't get that day, that's for different reason. There were examples where I didn't get few things as well, but that's for a reason. So here, why I said this example is, I went above and beyond my logic, even in my, not just in meditation, even I applied that in my life. Okay, I applied that in my life where things started manifesting. 1 or 2 times it may not happen because we are not ready with many things. There's so many ifs and buts, we do one positive thought and 10 pullback thoughts, for example. And then after that, we say, you know what, I really sat in the morning and did one positive thought. Why didn't it happen? But throughout the day, you did all the negative thoughts. So we have to learn this on how to go above and beyond logic and access this purpose and be connected to that purpose always. So things manifest in our life as they want to. So for your question, there are 2 sides. One is first you have to be sure what you want to achieve. And 2, you have to meditate on it seriously. Meditation is the ultimate, goal, ultimate thing ever. There is nothing more valuable than meditation. Because without meditation, our life is just meaningless. We are just living a program. We are just living the predefined information. That's all. Nothing pure. Okay, ma'am? Did that answer your question? I think long answer, but
No. I just want to, like, if the time permits, I just want to share my little experience as well.
Go for it, please.
Yeah, when I was one day meditating, and I was doing one meditation where they say that, meeting your higher self. And in the end, when you say that, oh, you will meet your higher self and get a message from them. So I met, like, all of a sudden, Patricia sort of image came in the meditation, and then he said to me, control your senses. So he sort of, that message he gave me. And I was just, since then, I'm trying to control my senses in various aspects. Um, but then I was thinking, like, I was getting frustrated that I've been asked to do this, and I'm continuously some days failing on those things. And then I'm meditating one day that you give me the message, and how I do that. And then I get a message that don't go for a whole thing, just do one step by step. Look over each one part, and then keep working on it. Like, essence of the message was that you cannot change in one go in your whole consciousness about like, control your senses. You have to go bit by every part. So since then I'm trying, but then, as you said that, so when I get that message, should I consider that this will be my purpose, soul purpose, I guess, that
Yeah.
if I'm getting my message from my masters?
Absolutely. So when you get this message, you have to really try it out. Okay. See, purpose is like, it unfolds like a pathway. Okay. What the message that you are getting right now may not be your ultimate purpose. What is your ultimate purpose is something that, why do you want to know? It's like, knowing, going to an astrologer and then asking for what the destination is. You're on an adventure ride. Live the journey. And when the journey is complete, that's when you know it is sum total of all the moments that you have lived through in the life. Okay. Back then, my achievement was getting the seat in the college that I want. But today, I know how that has contributed to where I am today talking to you. And now, while talking to you and every one of you, while flowing, I will know how it is going to unfold into the future. Okay. So it gets more and more clear as you go and live. So at one point, we should start enjoying the journey and not the destination. Vivekananda simplified this. Pay as much attention to the means as to the end. Means pay as much attention to the means to achieve the end. Means the journey. Just enjoy the journey. For the next step, if you get some message, you know what, you control the senses. Okay, how to control the senses? Try. Are you enjoying the journey? That's something that you need to,
I'm really
question.
stuck for some days, sir.
So how to make it joyful? Okay, how to make that journey joyful? So remember here, again, I'm just taking this as a Q&A session.
Yeah.
There are a few very important points. To achieve anything in life, there are multiple ways. There are many ways. And it's your free will to choose whether you want to choose a tough path or a easy path. It's your choice. Use the choice and free will and choose the easy path where you can, where you want. If some ways you want a tough path, yeah, go for a tough path. If you enjoy it. I want to meditate in Himalayas or I want to meditate at home. Okay? Your choice. Wherever you meditate, the progress will be there. Even if you don't go to Himalayas, there will be progress. But let's say you enjoy meditating in the, snowy mountains. Even when it is cold, you want to take the challenge. Even when the oxygen is low, you want to take the challenge, then that's fine. You enjoy it. Okay? So it's your choice. You have to choose an easy path. How to control senses in a joyful way.
Should I meditate on this?
Yes,
Like,
meditate on it. You got already many questions, answers for the questions. Meditate on it. You will get an answer. Okay, there are different ways to get over things. There are different ways to get over things. So to control something, we need to get hold of it. How to get hold of it? How to become master of it? How can you get hold of something? Only when we become master of it, right? Let's say you get hold of a pet at your home, you get hold of job that you're doing, work that you're doing, you get hold of anything that you are working on right now. To get hold of cooking, how do we get it? Once you understand it, okay? Once you get the whole complete hold of what exactly it is, then once you're understanding, once you indulge into it, then that's when you know you can get over it as well. You will have control over it. It becomes your friend.
When you understand the problem. Yeah.
You can apply. If you put too much restrictions on yourself and push yourself, it's easy route. It's hard route. Whether you want that route or not is a choice. Okay.
Yeah, I was trying the restriction part, I guess. Now I change my method. I change my method to understanding one.
Exactly.
Where it's
Understand.
coming from. The urge.
Yeah.
If any
Understand.
urge
Get
is
more knowledge.
coming,
Yes.
if any wrong emotion is coming, what is
Yeah.
triggering
Observe.
that emotion? Yeah.
Observe it. Okay. Be keen. It's alone. What you're working on is not a simple thing. Like, you know
Yeah,
what?
that's what I thought. I've been given a huge task. It's not like I can finish this in like a
So
couple of
enjoy
days,
the
a month.
journey. Don't rush. It's like, in a month's time, I should get it. If it is that easy, I will come and ask you how to do that. Okay. So enjoy the journey and don't get stressed about, when you will get the control. That's okay. Don't worry about when you will get. When they say, they also mean the journey, not the end. So pay as much attention to the means. Once you get control, there is nothing else, right? There's nothing else. What else? Once you get the control, you got the control, finish, done.
Yeah, that's a total blissful
So,
situation, I guess.
yeah, don't rush for it. Enjoy the journey, uncover the journey, be as detailed as you can. Make it a joyful experience. Then you can tell stories like me, you see? Oh, you know what? This happened, that happened, you know, all the fairy tale stories. Because you
course.
have so many joyful moments in there. Yeah? Huh?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. All right. I don't know. There's so many chats I missed. I'm not sure if I would be able to. Let's see. Let's see what happens. If there are? Can we do meditation without question or quest or fire? I'm just doing meditation. Let's see what happens. As people says, as it's good to do. Okay. However, following your inner core in pursuit of the fire through meditation is different. Manifesting desire involves a different path. I want to combine all this. This looks similar: thought, visualization, feeling, and then showing gratitude. Of course, there's some answer, I think. Yeah. Good question, actually. Can we do meditation without quest or questions? If you don't have, you don't have. If you have, if you have. We are not artificially creating any questions here or artificially creating any quest here. What I said is, if you have a question, if you get a question, then ask. If we don't get a question, okay, Hari said there should be a question. Now let me think what questions I have. No. If you have a question, then yes, ask. If you don't have a question, well done. Just sit and meditate and enjoy the journey. But I'm sure there will be questions. I mean, if you are not a Buddha, then yes. If you are a Buddha, then yes, you will not have any questions. That's what I'm going to talk about: silence or quietness in the end, where you will get to a state where the questions, quest, and everything merges, and you start to flow into everything in silence. Means all your questions will get instantly answered in that quietness. As soon as you have a question, there is no blocker for the answer to come. The question and answer goes along, and that becomes a bridge in knowing the quest. that we have, and you will be able to link immediately why you got that question and why you got that answer, how is it related to our quest. And then knowing all this, you don't analyze anything and you just flow in everything into silence and just keep working, no thinking. That the influence of mind or the role of mind diminishes in our life way so much, and we'll start living in the present moment. And how it happens, why it happens, all those things is something that we are going to talk tomorrow. Okay. Now, as I said, it's there's no rule that everyone should have a question or everyone must have a quest. Usually it'll be there. If it's not there, then it's not there. Enjoy the journey. That's it. Okay. All right. Anyone else? Is it okay for everyone to join tomorrow again to help some of our friends as well? I hope I'm not too bored.
Sir, we still have some time if you would
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
to share some experience
I
of
have
yours.
all
sir.
the time.
Interesting.
Sorry, my experience.
One of your experiences, please.
Okay, I have quite a few. That's what I'm unveiling as it goes. I'm picking out of 25,000 experiences. Not just third eye, I mean, anything. Okay, there is one question. People say that they didn't even realize how long they have been meditating. I'm always conscious and I'm not sure if I'm truly meditating. You're actually meditating consciously, you're not sleeping. So that is good. But so people who usually say that they don't know that they are meditating is because, okay, there is this ability of merging the subconscious mind into conscious mind. Okay, so means our thinking mind or a aware mind is there, one layer, and then there is subconscious mind. In meditation, both of these merges. Okay, our thinking mind and our subconscious mind, the bridge connects, and then it becomes one big mind which connects to universal mind. Let's say that. Okay, after opening the eyes, what happens for some people? Again, this disconnect happens. Okay, so this disconnect means after getting out of meditation, we don't know what happened, because again this disconnect came between conscious and subconscious minds. But what happens for some people is, after meditation, after we open the eyes, for some time we would be able to retain that meditative state where still you get these insights. Some people do auto writing after meditating, they write something. They still, from the subconscious mind or from the higher layers, still this flow happens. So we would be able to retain that state even after opening the eyes. It's an ability that comes as we practice more and more. So once we have that ability, we would be able to clearly know, consciously know what happened in meditation. You know what? Last 40 minutes was beautiful. I felt this, I felt this peace, I got these dots, not just visual, I felt this peace. I was thoughtless for some time. We could be able to tell this clearly because you are retaining that state even after coming out of meditation, which is pretty good state. It will again, we get up from meditation and then we dissolve into our things. Slowly this disconnect comes because we are engaging more into our thinking brain. Yeah, so it is good both. Once you visit for meditation and start observing the breath, meditation happens for everyone, but some people would be able to feel that even after meditation, some people not. That's it. Yes, Kalpana.
Sir, I have a question on what you just said, sir. You mentioned about auto writing.
Yes.
So, and also there is channeling as well, right, sir? So I have a question whether this actual message, channeling or auto writing, is it coming from some other masters through you? You are just a medium there, or is it coming from your higher self?
Okay. First of all, who is a master? The so-called master that we are calling. Is that master still in body? They left the body, right? For example, astral master we're talking about, not the real master. Okay? So, for example, I'm talking about Paramahamsa Yogananda. Is he still in the body somewhere, living in the woods or somewhere? No, right? He left his body. Is he just living there like a soul and then talking to us right now? Do you really think he don't have any other work that soul had to carry on with his purpose in the higher fields? There will be, right? So everyone progresses. But how am I able to access his energy? I mean, him as a person, as a master in meditation. Is in simple words, we all create or leave energy imprints in the universe. Okay? We all leave the energy imprints. Means for this life, whatever life that I have lived, I live this energy ball just for imagination. I'm saying this energy ball called Hari. And it is not soul, it is not a person. This Hari soul has left and living somewhere else, doing his own work or his own life and his own purpose. But this energy ball that I have created as Hari's life is there and is accessible. And in this energy ball, I might be creating that, you know what, I want this energy to help, to be available for people to access even when I leave and move forward. I want this to be available for. So that's the wish that I'm making. That's how I'm shaping up this life, leaving this energy ball to be able to help or to be able to be accessible to everyone. That's why great masters, what do they say? Even when I leave, I am with you, don't worry. Even when I leave this body, the moment you call, I will be there. Yes or no? Yogananda said, Sai Baba said, or Jesus Christ said, someone else said. That means it doesn't mean that their soul is just sitting there and waiting who calls. No. They have this wish called this energy ball. My life called this energy ball as Jesus Christ, as Buddha, as a master is available, is accessible to everyone, and it stays like that forever. And anyone can access and get, whatever they want in whatever form they want. Okay. So now, while accessing that energy ball, there are many ways where we can access that energy ball. Many ways. As you said, channeling, auto writing, intuition, third eye experience, astral experience, whatever it is. The ability. It is like electricity, where you can convert that electricity into light, fan, fridge, heat, doesn't matter, right? Okay. So you'll be able to access that energy the way that it is. Okay. Now, I hope I answered your question, Kalpana. Okay. Is it still beneficial if I meditate only for 40-50 minutes max? I have noticed that I tend to feel like I'm drifting into sleep during that time. Individual consciousness, when we are in deep meditation, oneness, we get insights into. Okay, that's right. That's someone. So now your question is is it beneficial if I meditate only 40? Which God gave this clock? Who created this clock of 24 hours? Who gave the time? Who created the time? Who created? Can anyone tell? Who created 40 minutes? Who created this word called minute? Or a second? Or an hour? Who created it? Humans, right? No, God created time. Yes or no? Who created these measures, units, and everything of 40, 50, 1 hour? Who? Human mind created to program this mind and then do it. So initially, we do say that do it for 40 minutes, 30 minutes, or whatever. But eventually, it is needed to tame the mind. It will take years sometimes. So At one point, we get to a state where we don't worry about time. Our focus will become the state. I sit for meditation and I get up and I have no regrets on the state that I have got, because only when I feel like opening the eyes, I'm opening. It could be an hour, it could be 40 minutes. If I have something to do later, because we are in our day-to-day world, we can keep some alarm for 40 minutes and then do job, kids, whatever it is. So that's why we can use time, but not to be used by time. Okay. So at one point, the state matters, not the time. Doesn't matter. But thing is, I would say, don't apply this. Our mind is very, very naughty. In 5 minutes, it tells you, you know what, you got very good state. Get up, enough. Okay. Every time you sit for 5 minutes, and then every time you will tell yourself, I got an amazing state, and I don't need to meditate more than 5 minutes. No, for now, meditate longer. You will know, you will get to that state. Not because Hari said, not because your mind says or there is a logic behind it. Initially, I would say meditate all the time. I mean, yes, hours. Don't sleep if needed. Okay. Reduce the sleep time. Sleep for 4 to 5 hours. Meditate 4 to 5. Because we are working, our body muscles need some relaxation. 4 to 5 hours of sleep is more than sufficient if we are meditating. If we don't meditate, yes, 8 hours. If we are meditating, 4 to 5 is way so much. I don't sleep more than 4, 5. Sometimes 3. And doesn't matter. I'll be charged. So try it out. Then you will know. Okay. So time doesn't matter. State matters. Created by human beings. Yes, absolutely. To continue to then, I don't even remember what happened in middle. Sometimes I have thought I can be able to sit for a minute. Afterwards, I will get up. I want to do more. Yeah. See, again, this is all the mind thing. Don't worry about whether you know or don't know. You are assessing that after getting up from meditation. Okay. As I said, in meditation, your conscious and subconscious states are merging, and after getting up, you're becoming conscious and losing this. So then you won't be able to know what happened in meditation. But when you sit for meditation, it happens. Okay. And what is the state? What is the state, sir? What happened in meditation? Calm state. What happened after that? Okay. What happens after that? What is the state? That's another, again, I said, that's why, that's a good question. I was a bit skeptic in answering that. Now we started to question this state with the logic. I purposefully don't want to answer this question, because if I say what that state is, we start to chase that state. Let the state happen on its own. Once you know what it is, you will know. And we will eventually, once you start understanding at least a little bit, getting into it, we'll talk about it in a one-on-one space, probably, about the state. But what I can tell you is this: Patanjali gave these 2 words and third word as well, called dharana, dhyana, and samadhi. Okay, these are 3 states: dharana, dhyana, and samadhi. Dharana means doing meditation. So when I'll answer that sleep question as well. When we sit for meditation and when we start observing the breath and cutting the thoughts, what we are doing is dharana. Okay, it is not meditation. It is called dharana actually. Meditation is never to be done. It is not something that we actually do. It is a state, meditative state. Meditative state. That's why he said dharana is what we practice. Dhyana is the state that we achieve. And samadhi is even more deeper state that we get into. So don't worry about the state. Dharana is our job. Dhyana is a natural process that happens on its own. So let's not worry about the state for now. We can talk about state. That will be a different session. I want to be really careful in talking about the state. I have to go break through your logic and hit the point. So we'll do let's note this point, Kalpana ma'am, and then we'll have a separate session on that later. I've noticed I tend to feel like I'm drifting into sleep during that time. I'm not sure it is still. Can you can I ask you, sir, which state you are in? I'm in Victoria. Sorry, I'm just kidding. But one thing I can tell is I'm fully aware of what happens in meditation. And I'm fully aware even after coming out of meditation, what has happened, okay, in meditation. And I am more and more inclined to the flow of life, how it flows without any fear of loss. So I don't have any fear of loss in meditation as well, or inclination towards gain as well. So all I do is I enjoy whatever that happens in meditation and be conscious of it. And for that, there are so many factors that helps us achieve that, not just meditation. Our food, the daily thoughts that we make, the lifestyle that we have, okay, the thought patterns that we have, the conditions that we have. There's so many other aspects with speed, and that's why I said it's a different topic. To get to a good state, we have so many layers that we need to address. So that's one. And about the sleep, you don't drift into sleep. I think I answered this question few times, where if you don't doze off, like if you don't do this, if you don't feel like lying down, then you are in meditation. If you doze off, if you get this jerk, and if you feel like lying down on the bed immediately, then you are getting into sleep. Sleep won't let us sit. If we are sitting and if we feel like we don't know what happened, it's some kind of numb thing that happened, but you didn't doze off and you don't feel like, stopping that state and then lying down, then you are in meditation. This is the sign. Okay. There are different levels of mind that we go into, which can be called, and in English, alpha, beta, gamma, and theta states. Okay. Where sleep, conscious sleep, samadhi, and deeper samadhi. Okay. I don't want to use heavy words. I'm being really conscious. So you get into different states, but I will feel like I'm swinging while meditating, which is an experience. It is swinging is fine. That, like, you feel like you're moving like this, which is good. You are having that throughout the meditation, this affirmation. Okay. So it is not sleep if you're swinging. Only if you doze off and if you feel like sleeping, that's it. And then I am awake throughout meditation. This affirmation in the beginning will slowly help us to be in wakeful. Very good tip, Sachin has said. You can have that. I want to be awake throughout the meditation, and then sit for it. It's a wish. It's an affirmation that helps. We have to try many things to get to the deeper states of meditation, but to reap basic benefits of meditation, stress-free life, less sleep, good health, and all these things, these are basic benefits. You will get, like, no need to go to even deeper states. Once you start killing maximum thoughts, you will start getting benefits. Okay. So enjoy the benefits and then get into the state. Okay. I think questions, and I didn't tell my experience, right? You're waiting for that, I know. Okay, I'll end this session by telling a small experience of mine. Not a third eye, not a third eye. But again, it's magical, right? So I've heard of thought power, right? Thought power. So we read these books and then we used to play with this thought power like anything. I mean, I used to just play like anything. If, if any master says thought works, then I want thought to work. If it doesn't work, I want to go and prove it wrong. Okay, so used to. So then, while I was playing with this thought power, used to have all silly goals. Till date, I'm so amazed. And then back then, I was so pure. I have to mention this, but because if you go out and try now, my experience becomes a logic to try. Okay, which is not right way. So I read this book yesterday, day before I mentioned, called Power and Use of Thought by Leadbeater. Okay, and I went to my upstairs in my house, the top floor, and I was walking and I was thinking and contemplating about this book. Okay, I was introspecting about this book of Power and Use of Thought. Oh, thought is so powerful. Oh, we can use this thought. You have to affirm this way, then it works. The book name is Power and Use of Thought by Leadbeater. Okay, so I was contemplating, and I can see, like, I'm walking from one end to the other end on the roof and on the top floor, and I can see there was lightning coming on one side. Okay, it was about to rain, and there was lightning coming on one side, the back side of the house. So it was consistently coming on that side only while I'm walking. I've been observing that for a long time. And then I said, you know what? I'm not going to apply any logic. And I sat and meditated for 15 minutes, cleared all my thoughts, and then said, I want that lightning to happen on the other end of the house. Not, I was noticing only the back side it is coming. So I want it to come on the front side. Okay. I'm not applying any logic here. I'm not going to say, how is it going to happen? I'm not saying it doesn't happen or it will happen. I want it to happen whatsoever it is. And I'm going to sit and meditate on it until it happens. Meditated for 15 minutes, opened my eyes, and I'm just seeing and observing my breath. I'm seeing on the other side, I'm observing my breath. Didn't happen for 20 minutes. And then I again sat, still happening on the back side. Again sat and meditating, and then opened my eyes and then looking at it, observing my breath. Suddenly a big lightning came on that side. It's like a blessing, someone is assuring from the other side, you know what, if you're this pure with your thought, applying no logic and no questioning and not critical here, saying that if it doesn't come this side, I'll see the end of Leadbeater, even though he was not alive. Who said power? I wasn't that. I was so pure. I was like, I was just heartfully wishing for that to happen. And I was ready to feel happy if that happens from inside. Okay, I was so prepared to, it made my day. I was so happy. I didn't get money. I didn't, get something material. I was so blissful and so happy unconditionally that day. I was literally, there was no one on the roof. I was just jumping and then I was enjoying that moment. It's a simple lightning, right? I was like, you know what? It worked. It worked means not that I created, someone has listened to my thought and then answered to my thought. How good it is. Means there is someone with you. There is someone who is there, standing right there, who is actually trying to talk back to you. That's why I said day before, universe is like a genie. Your wish is my command, is what it stood there for. But if I want to test it, no. If I want to prove it for something, no. It is genuinely, if you ask something and be there to feel happy when it answers, when you have that connection towards the universe, that compassion towards everything, then things will happen. So that's one such great experience which has made me realize that if you say God, call it God. If you say universe, call it universe. If you say cosmic, I don't want to name it. But there is something which is listening, which is watching us. Like a mother watching a boy play there. There is a mother watching us play there. As soon as we are hungry of something, genuinely, not chocolates. Okay? Because mother knows that chocolates are not good for us, right? Always. Once in a while, it's fine. So if we are genuinely hungry, a mother is ready to feed us. Okay? But we have to ask. Without asking, even mother won't give food. Do you know this proverb? I think in India, without asking, even mother won't feed us. You have to ask. So we have to learn to ask. To ask, we have to learn to know that we are actually hungry. That is the problem. We don't even know. We suffer. We say, I have tummy pain. Okay, in life. Why? Why tummy pain? Mother asks, what happened? Why tummy pain? I don't know. I have tummy pain. I feel dizzy. And then people put us in emergency. But the whole reason is we are actually hungry. Not tummy pain, not dizzy or anything. These are all like outcomes of something else logically. These are showing up, but we are actually hungry. If we don't know that we are hungry, we deal with all these outer aspects, but actually not the hunger. Okay, so that is what is important. I hope I didn't exaggerate. My experiences are a bit. If I really talk about this, it's the few of them sound like fairy tale examples, but but it happened in my life. That's why I'm here today. I'm not watching cricket there. 15 people down there, my friends watching. So why? Because you know what, this is important for me.
So as you said, if we think about, all these things with logical mind, it doesn't make any sense. It feels like magic. But yeah, thank you so much, sir.
Okay, thank you. So we'll be meeting tomorrow and then, closing this. I think this session also happened for a reason. This is beautiful questions and so much came out today, right? So really good. So happy. This group is too good. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Taking
much,
time
sir.
and arranging another session for us on tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Be ready with more questions, masters.
Hari sir, I just
Yes.
want to put one thing here.
Mhm.
I don't know why, just before the beginning of this session, this thought came in my mind. Should I ask Kalpana or sir that please arrange one more session for tomorrow? We may not be getting like the masters in today's session. And even I joined little late. And when you were announcing this, I was feeling, oh, yes, it comes true. So thank you for listening to us.
You are a great master. You know how to
No,
create.
no, sir, but yeah, I agree on it. Manifestation work with me unconsciously, just with the thought, it works. And thank you for giving one more session. Really, so happy. Thank you.
And Hari sir, I just want to connect with you. What will be the best time if I can bring you?
Okay, now I am giving my number here. Okay.
No, I have your number. Yeah, you
Oh
can
yeah, just ping
more than
me.
welcome to
Just ping me. That's fine. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
And
I thought I was just conscious about your job timings and
you ping me. I'll let you know the time. Yeah. Usually, sometimes I'm not so prompt. Sorry if I don't, but I will definitely get back. Okay.
Okay, no problem. I will let you. Thank
Even
you.
for anyone else, I'm just giving my number in the chat here. So just please do ping me. As I said, if I don't, I will definitely get back. Okay.
Now I'm going to India for a month, but when I come back, I'm definitely try to join you on your home. The first session you do.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. All right. All good. Thank you so much once again. And if you're watching the match, enjoy the match. Let's wish both the teams and see what happens. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.